comes a time in everyone's life when you gotta make a choice between life or death. I chose death. Not for me, of course. Hey, I know what you're thinking, and before you judge me, let me explain. It all started when they shut down the business I worked at. I earned minimum wage at blood drives. Now, let's just say this job wasn't, legit, per se. Basically, they sold the blood to the black market for extra wealthy families who had a relative with a certain disease or something. Now, I did this for a solid 6 months before I went to work and found a bunch of police cars surrounding the place. I was super bummed I couldn't get my paycheck, so my buddy Kevin invited me to try out this new bar on Enclave Street. "Cheer me up," he said. Right, all he wanted was a ride. The place was way out there, right in between the sketchy part of town and the fancy buildings belonging to the bourgeoisie. It was at least an hour drive. Kevin said that he knew for a fact that only the hottest chicks in town went there. Say no more, I told him, and I drove us there. When we arrived to Blood Bar, honestly, the place was awesome. The lights were dim with red glow that made the gold decorations on the crimson wallpaper stand out. The furniture was all gothic with cool styles, soft cushions, and sitting on those cushions, the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. The crowd was quite diverse, from gothic short skirts and tight leather pants to formal long dresses and suits. There was a small stage with both a battery and a grand piano. The place looked elegant, meant only for an eccentric crowd. But the guys were chill and the girls down to earth. I don't think I'd ever seen a more interesting group of people. Kevin went straight up to strike a conversation with a bunch of girls. Not me. I needed to take at least 3 shots of liquid courage before speaking to cute girls. So I sat at the bar and small talked with the bartender. I'm not gay, but damn, the man was looking fine. And he got a great stash. He had a red and black vest and a top hat. "Where can I get myself one of those?" I asked. "Comes with a uniform," he said, grabbing the tip of his hat. "I look good on one of those," I said, squinting at the burning sensation on my throat. "I'll let you know when we're hiring," he said, filling my glass. The handsome bartender kept filling my shot glass until I had the nerve to start a conversation with a girl. The next hours went on fast between shots, greetings, laughter, and a random playlist of different genres but awesome songs. Around 3 a.m. I was a little out of it. I may have taken like 2 or 18 tequila shots. Anyway, I was talking to this cute girl called Jane or Judith or something like that. She was wearing 2 wild ponytails and a choker. I was about to ask for her number when my body failed me. When nature calls, gotta go. I made a stop before the bathroom and gave my car keys to Kevin. I may not be the smartest, but I'm not stupid enough to drunk drive. I woke up who knows how much time later with my pants down and my ass numb from sleeping in the bathroom. My cell phone was dead, and when I came back into the sea of people, I saw no puffy ponytails and no Kevin. Apparently, the jerk thought I had gone back to Puffy Ponytail's house. He had already left, but I didn't know this. Hell, if I'd known, I wouldn't be telling this story. Anyway, the jerk left in my car, but I thought he had gone out back to smoke or make out with some girl. So there I was, still drunk and ass-numbed, outside Blood Bar sometime around 4 to 5 a.m. looking for my jerk friend who had already left. It was just my luck that as I went out the back, I saw a man with a top hat getting beaten up by 2 guys in suits. "This will teach you not to steal." Nope, I thought, and I made a U-turn with my buddy. I wasn't fast enough, it seemed, because as soon as I started walking in the opposite direction, I bumped into a suited man. "Sorry, sir," I said, and I tried to go around him. The other man blocked my way. "We'll just take him out," said the one on the left, playing with a baseball bat. "I'm okay where I am, if you don't mind," I said. None of them chuckled. "How much did you see?" "I'm legally blind," I wanted to say, but even drunk, I knew that would not work. "I didn't see," but before I could finish my sentence, I was being grabbed by an inhumanly strong man with breath that smelled like metal. I once read that this is a symptom of brain damage, but something told me it wasn't me. The guy's breath actually smelled like iron. "Let me go or I'll kill him." I recognized the voice of the bartender. Damn, so much for friendship. "We're going to kill him anyways," said the man with the bat. "Were you?" I asked. They ignored me. "You don't want the police coming here investigating a missing person and finding a slaughterhouse," said the bartender. The suited men interchanged looks, and before I knew it, I was let go. I turned around to see the bartender's chest impaled by the baseball bat. It was not a baseball bat, it was actually a wooden stake, but I didn't point things together until later. Anyway, you know how some people disassociate when they see something terrible? Some people go full crisis mode, and others withdraw into themselves. It's part of something called a coping mechanism. Well, I don't know what I would call my coping mechanism, but all I could say was, damn, that was a nice suit. Can I keep the top hat? I heard a chuckle, and next thing I know, I'm at the second floor of the Blood Bar, being dragged by a suited man. The office part of the building was also on brand. There was the glittering wallpaper, the gothic cushions, and girls on them. Only these girls were dead and had 2 small holes on their necks. I don't know if the sight of a dead puffy ponytails girl sobered me up, or if my guardian angel realized what a dumbass I was and decided to give me a little nudge, but I suddenly came to a realization. The man let go of me and took a step back while the other tossed the bartender's body next to me. He was still wearing a top hat. "You guys are vampires," I said. "Well, you have discovered our secret identity," said a man sitting behind a grand old wooden desk. He started smoking a cigar. Fancy, I thought. "No one would believe me even if I told them," I said. The man chuckled. "I'm not worrying about you saying we're vampires. That kind of talk is actually good for business." He reclined into his chair. "I'm more concerned about the fact that you witnessed a murder." "And dead bodies," I said, realizing I was not helping my case. "That too," the man said. Then he asked, "What is your name?" "Jonah." "Do you know why we killed Frederick?" "Who?" And then I realized there was only one option. "Ah, the bartender." "Yes, the bartender. He was drinking on the job." He stood up. His figure was slim and tall. Not only was he drinking, but he was stealing. "Not a good employee," I said. "Stealing our products means our clients won't get any. It's not good for business, and I love my business." He walked closer to me. "You represent a risk to my business." I could smell the expensiveness of his cigar. The man laughed. "And why would I do that?" "For one, you won't have to worry about me drinking your product." Then I added, "Plus, I know how to help with the acquisition part." The man looked at me, contemplating. "And," I said, "I will look great in that suit." "Sit down," said the man, and we talked about business. The next week, we started organizing weekly blood drives. The people donate for a good cause. They just don't know it's for the Blood Bar inventory. Mike and Harry, the 2 suited men who helped me get the job, are still working as security. I don't know a better bouncer. As for Kevin, my jerk friend, well, boss said the contract states that someone had to die, but didn't say that someone had to be me. Don't worry, they didn't kill him. They just unalived him, let's say. He comes here every weekend and he gets all the chicks he wants. He is handsomer now if you ask me, so don't feel bad for him. Finally got a job where I'm appreciated. Me and the boss are on first name basis. I don't have to talk to girls, they talk to me. Alive or undead, they are all gorgeous. I have a good salary, a home, and more importantly, I finally got my top hat.